Hello adventurers, and welcome to our D&D live play. Thanks for joining us as we explore Eberron's lands and seas in Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign. Now, let's see what our crew is up to today. So what should be a early dawn as you emerge from below decks. You find this would work. Oh my god. Thank you. Gosh. You find a dark and cloudy sky. Winds whipping the sails violently back and forth. The water level swelling above its normal means. The storm has come fast and sudden, as they often do in the Thunder Sea. Alara is running frantically around the deck, issuing commands to whoever's around to listen. You realize that it's going to take all hands on deck to survive this. Lightning strikes the sea near you. We are going into a skill challenge to survive the storm, so I will need each of you to do something within your character's means to try and help the ship survive this swell.
Archie is going to get on the helm and reintegrate to at least dampen the effects of the storm on the ship via the ability to pacify the weather immediately surrounding it. He won't be able to fight the waves, but he can at least stop the crew from getting bombarded by the harsh wind.
Okay. Let's see. Roll me a... let's see. A ranger. Gosh. I'm trying to think of what that would fall under.
I'd be fine with Constitution to maintain my concentration on the field, or Wisdom for navigation.
Yeah, I think either of those are good.
And I do not know. Would this count as a vehicle check for me, Derek?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to roll. So let's see. I am proficient in water vehicles, but I do not honestly know how to. I don't know how to roll that. Give me just a moment. I'm sorry.
I believe it would be the D20 plus proficiency bonus or expertise, if you've got expertise in it, plus whatever ability that you're choosing to use.
I'll roll with Wisdom, and until I can find the way to roll it on the actual sheet, we'll just add the 3 from my proficiency bonus. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
For a total of 19.
Awesome. Okay, that'll pass. So you got 1 success. The wind and the rain immediately surrounding the ship starts to taper off a little bit. It is by no means gone away. You can still feel it break through every now and then, and you're still getting hit with water. But the effects are definitely lessened from what they had been before. Who's next?
Sonny.
All right, go ahead. What are you going to do, Sonny?
So Sonny sees the ropes flailing from the sail, so he runs and grabs it and tries to tighten them down.
Okay. Give me either strength to pull it down or dex to tie it off.
We'll do the strength to pull it down. Oof.
Wild shape. Wild shape.
Ooh, that is not a save. So were you on the ground or did you climb up?
I was on the ground.
Okay. So you try to pull it at the rigging. You lose your balance on the deck and just slide. Feet go out from under you.
Oh boy.
The rigging that you were holding on to, like you started to pull it taut, and as soon as you let go, the slack kind of snapped it back. It runs through the loop holding it together and comes apart at the top. It then shifts and just snaps a couple more ropes along with it, so that sail is now even more loose than it was. But that is one failure. Who's next?
I'll probably be next. And you said that the ropes were actually snapped in that case. My initial thought was seeing Sunny struggle to pull down, or to pull the sails taut, I would try to help. But assuming that's not an option, should I look at doing something else?
Well, that still needs to be secured, so you can still try to secure it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd try to help Sunny out and try to secure it, seeing him struggle.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
My
Or athletics
friend.
check.
Athletics.
Nice.
Sweet, yeah. So actually, you see Sonny try to pull it down, and you see him slip. So you catch him and the rope at the same time, and able to pull it back to where it should be. Those couple ropes still did snap, but they the main one being intact is enough to hold it at least down for now. It's still not completely secure.
I'll go next
from the
then,
breakage, but okay, go ahead.
All right. I think Zeth is going to see this, and remembering our climbing competition from last session, he's going to run up and try to help secure that. Whether it's by bringing some new lines or whatever he needs to do.
Right, are you going to climb up the rigging to do so?
Yes.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check, please.
Let's go. Mediocre at best.
Okay. You are lucky. As you climb up with the rope, you do slip a little bit from the tossing of the waves and lurching the ship to one side, but deftly you recover, grabbing a rope just a couple feet before you fall, and are able to get back up the rest of the way to where those ropes snapped and kind of tie them back together with some with that rope you brought up there. So that is 3 successes. Right, anybody else?
I imagine Zeth doesn't know how to actually tie sailor's knots. He's just doing his best up there, and it looks like a kid trying to tie his shoelaces for the first time.
Oh, well, you did travel from Eberron to to what's it called, Sharn on a couple ships.
True.
And they
We're
put you to
having the
work,
menu
so
guide
I'm
come in
certain
handy.
they would have taught you some knots.
I'll go next. Xandros comes out of his corner, looks around, and goes, "Oh dear, this is terrible," and then goes back inside.
One automatic failure.
I love the commitment.
That's hilarious. As soon as you turn around, you see your professor, and she says, "Do you think we're just gonna magically get there, or shouldn't we ensure that the ship stays afloat?"
Well, we paid for a capable crew. They should be good.
He's not wrong.
Why is it hard to argue with this? All right, fine.
If it is-
fine, I'm gonna go back to my quarters anyways. It's making me sick.
If it is at all possible, Archie would probably use Gus to help stabilize Zeth's footing up top and at least try to keep the harshest of the winds from blowing him off.
Oh, thank you. I like to headcanonize that as soon as he said a capable crew, we see a turtle man just dangling by the end of a rope. being loaded to breeze.
Sliding across the deck. It's like, oh
That's
no.
funny. John, what are you doing?
I am below deck. I am tying things down, hitting the crew, ordering them around to brace and keep things from bashing into the wall.
Okay. How can I make that help? All right, just give me a general
If he's ordering the crew, what about a charisma-based skill?
yeah, give me either persuasion or intimidation.
All right.
Holy cow. Okay.
Nice.
So
Dear
John,
Lord.
being the sailor that he is, knows that it's just important to keep things well maintained below deck in a storm, because the flying around of cargo could cause the ship to tilt if weight's not evenly distributed. In case of a large wave or something tilting you to one side, you don't want to go over. So ordering the crew around under your scrutiny and supervision, they definitely tie down all the big items and keep things from getting too messy down there. So congratulations, good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, who else?
I think that's everyone, Derek.
And yet the storm's still going.
Turns out, just because we do our jobs, nature doesn't cease.
What? So stupid.
You're not out of the woods yet. The hair on all the back of your necks on top of the deck stands on end. You have about 3 seconds to do something about the incoming lightning strike.
I got this. I've got this. I've absolutely got this. I am going to pull out my cutlass, charge it, and cast lightning arrow to shoot lightning back at the sky, as if to say, "Take this." I can't quite do the Uncle Iroh thing quite yet, but I'll get there. Don't you worry.
Okay. So, give me a survival check for that one.
Survival. I think I'm pretty decent at that.
I think you'll be fine.
Let's go. Nat 20.
Oh, sweet.
I hold my
Okay.
cutlass up into the air and pull out my pistol, and as the lightning strikes it, I just fire it off into the abyss.
So to do the Uncle Iroh thing, you'd need absorb elements? That's what you're missing?
Yeah, I do have that. Unfortunately, I didn't want to eat that lightning bolt, so I figured this would be cooler.
Fair enough.
So, those of you on deck see, sense the bolt of lightning coming, but instead it comes from the ship. And for a second you're confused until you realize that Archie has launched off a lightning bolt and intercepts it in midair. The lightning strikes the boat that was headed towards the sky. Lightning strikes a few places around you as well, lighting up the sky, which is like an eerie green and gray tone. Okay, you are almost done. It looks like you've kind of reached the peak of the storm. But, gosh, a huge wave is about to crash onto the deck. What do you do?
Zeth is going to see it coming, shout out, and then for everyone to brace themselves, and he's going to drop down and begin securing the lifelines like good old Jim Hawkins.
On the main mast, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me
When I say
either
jump down, I'm sliding down the ropes.
Yeah, you're just sliding down the ropes. Yeah, that's fine. Give me either a dex check, an acrobatics check, or a perception on tying off those ropes.
Ooh, I'm actually better on perception. I will take that one. Oh, that's not so great.
Ooh, 10. You rolled a 2? Okay, as that wave comes through...
Can I do something? So from the new fighter abilities, I have tactical mind. You have a mind for tactics and getting the upper hand on or off the battlefield. When you fail an ability check, you can expend a use of your second wind to push yourself towards success. Rather than regaining hit points, roll a d10 and add the number rolled to an ability check, potentially turning the fail into a success. If the check fails, the second wind isn't expended.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yay, thank you.
But that might be your second wind.
I have 3 of those.
You have 3 second winds?
Yeah, fighter is awesome in the new D&D stuff.
Oh, you took the new... I was going to say you should only have 1.
That's up to an 18 now.
Awesome. Okay.
Outstanding.
That is outstanding because you were about to have to go dive for some crew members. So, as the wave comes crashing across the front of the deck, you see a rope pull tight that you missed, and almost as soon as it slips, you are able to grab it and pull it tight and finish securing off the rope. And
no one left behind.
No one left behind. You just saved a crew member's life. Congratulations. All right, that is 6. Okay.
This is so fun, by the way.
Right. we're successfully able to make it through the storm. The sky's clear, and strike thing was cool. Okay, the just as quick as the storm approached, it seems to leave. The skies begin to clear up, and the waves, not so much. There's still kind of a heavy wash on them, but the wind dies down a bit. And you can still kind of hear thunder in the distance. But you look around to a pretty successful storm run. The mast is intact. Most of your sails are still good. There's a couple tears from the wind, but nothing too crazy. So you all have a slight moment to breathe.
Sonny wipes the water from his forehead. Whew, that was close.
Archie is going to find Alara and begin absolutely tearing apart the crew for not having been prepared, knowing what could have come.
I mean, who said they weren't prepared?
The sails weren't up, the hatches weren't secured, nothing was tied down. Textbook. We should have known better. Oh,
True.
We're in a place known for storms that come out of nowhere, and here we are, and we're doing everything in the midst of it. As people are waking up, seems like a lapse in somebody's judgment. Whose hand am I taking? Unacceptable. And he's just going to continue ranting, honestly, to the ship more than anything.
The sails being down was probably more my fault than Alara's.
Well, he's not yelling at Alara. He's more kind of like a, hey, get your crew in check. They almost fucked up my boat.
Yeah, also, she's not the night watchman. She's day shift with you. This would be the time where I randomly insert a character named Jim.
Don't be like Jim. Jim lost his job.
He may be about to. Can I see whose lifeline I happen to have saved?
Ooh, okay. Roll will. I have to pick who that is. It was Alara's.
Zeth's just gonna tuck that victory into his vest.
Ask for her phone number.
Ask for a sending stone.
I need to turn my key up a little bit. Okay, for a sending stone. That's funny. The captain emerges from below deck. He was doing everything he could to keep the engine going smoothly. Not like it was going to fail, but making sure nothing was overcharged, were to be struck by lightning, that kind of thing. Which it wasn't, thanks to your driver, your navigator. Well, good job, men and women. Just another elemental storm on the Thunder Seas for you. Quite a doozy that one was. I hadn't been thrown around that much in quite a few years. Anyways, let's Archie boy, let's see where it has pushed us off to. You know, those storms have a tendency to veer us off course a little bit. Archie?
Say that one more time. I was having a hard time hearing you. I had to adjust your volume.
Oh. I said
Okay.
we need to check where we are, because those storms sometimes have a tendency to throw us off course.
Right. How would you like us to navigate without the stars?
At you.
Well, Mr. Smart Alec, that's for you to find out.
All right. Sounds
Hired you
good.
as the navigator.
Just give me a couple minutes. I'll get it figured out. And Archie is going to begin digging through his map and trying to look for signs based on what's around them, i.e. the position of the sun, how far they would have moved, etc.
You can also use your last recorded star chart position by the night crew.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of check would you be looking for on that?
Give me probably a survival check.
Go off. Hey, so anyways, we're right here.
I got another nat 20. Nice.
Check the dice.
See? What'd I tell you? That's why I hired you.
I do what I can. Thank you, Captain.
All right. Well, unfortunately, right here, looks like we're about to run into the teeth of Shargon.
I am pulling up a map so I can actually interact with that statement. Give me just a moment. Here we are.
Eric, move your phone, please.
I got it.
What side of the teeth would we be approaching from? The north or the east?
Northeast? No.
All right.
Yes, northeast.
All right. Were we planning on navigating the archipelago, or were we planning on sailing around it?
Well, we're headed to the jungle. Let me just look over your shoulder at this map here.
While he's looking over his shoulder, Zeth's gonna sneak a peek over the other shoulder.
There's the map. Found the map.
I got you. A copy, and then paste. There you go. Well, I mean, the problem with that, Captain, is half the continent's a jungle. I don't exactly see how we're supposed to pick out what part of the jungle.
Right. Me neither. So I was to bring him to Storm Reach and kind of see where we go from there. But if you look straight ahead, and he just points to the end of the ship, and you're pretty much in Shargon's teeth. In fact, you have hit a rip current, an undercurrent, and it's about to pull you right in. Now,
Do those normally pull you out to sea?
Both.
Oh, both. Okay.
Yeah, it can be both, especially in an area with a lot of rocks. Which the Shargon's Teeth is a labyrinth of razor-sharp rocks, hidden reefs, and narrow passages. Oh, hold on.
looks like there's a pretty straight shot through, Captain.
Yeah, we'll take the normal passage if we can. But I don't know about this riptide though. Wait, someone calling me.
There's a strange noise coming from below deck.
Should check that out, Captain.
Sorry.
One of those magic boxes.
Forgot to turn that off. My dentist.
Derek, I'm gonna come over to your house and throw your phone.
As Christoph would say, put your sending stone on vibrate.
Put it on air. What's it called?
Just put it somewhere where we can't hear it. How about like I don't care. It doesn't have to be in airplane mode. Maybe something important will come up. Just not right next to your microphone.
You can put it on do not disturb, like night mode or whatever it's called.
Put it on sea vessel mode.
Yeah. Alright, hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Feel like this would be a good time for role play.
I wonder how the data rates between Sharn and Stormreach differ. You know, I wonder if you can get a good cross-continental plan on a sending stone.
Well, I guess that would depend on the halflings, wouldn't it? Do you think they charge extra for cross-continental? I'm going to take the eerie silence as a yes.
Instead of roaming, they call it questing.
I get that. That makes a whole lot of sense. Although I guess either would be appropriate in the setting. You know, they're either going from, you're roaming around the world to you're questing around the world. But let's be honest, most folks aren't going from Eberron to anywhere else. Or, excuse me, from Corvair to anywhere else. So, Zeth, I don't think we've quite gotten acquainted. Where are you actually from?
Oh, he points to the map. From Eberron, and he actually points to Shea Kerdal. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that. It would be the main port town, I believe.
Yep, that's what it looks like. What's it like there? I can't say I've ever really been that far in.
Different than other stories I've heard. Definitely different than Sharn. Not quite as big or tall. I never went inland much. I was never really allowed to. Just had to stay within the port town, within certain districts.
Oh.
But lots of elves. The technology that we've seen in Sharn so far hasn't really reached to Erenal yet. I've only seen maybe one or two of the metal guys there. And he points to Aegis.
They're called. Derek's not here, so Nate, you're my best. Are we calling them Soul Forged?
Depends on where they fall on the spectrum. So, right. Some of them are.
I'm on a spectrum.
Some of them are mass produced, obviously warforged from the war. Since the forge has been restarted, Soul Forged are being remade. Some of the old Warforged have chosen to identify with the Soul Forged, and either have gotten their own individualistic upgrades or whatever. And then you've got others that may not want to be associated with the new Forged Empire. Not Empire,
Mikey,
but...
what are you?
I am a Warforged.
Okay. Generally, we refer to their kind as Warforged or Soulforged. But really, it's best to just ask what they go with and to run it from there.
Okay.
But that's interesting. What brought you this far out?
Oh, well, you see that he gets a little nervous. He doesn't quite know how to answer it. I was told that I needed to get to Zendrick that I was supposed to find something there.
Oh, well, that sounds exciting.
Yes. I guess you could say exciting. It's definitely been an interesting trip so far, far outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah, they
suppose
couldn't have
that's
been
fair
more
enough.
specific on Zendrick. The big enough continent.
I suppose I'll know a little bit more whenever I get there.
As Sonny's walking by, what do you mean you'll know more when you get there?
So I guess you could say I'm on a pilgrimage of sorts, and in the path to enlightenment. And as my journey through Zendrick progresses, I'm sure I will find the enlightenment that I seek.
By enlightenment, do you mean the gods speak to you?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I find that very intriguing.
Not as intriguing as you would think.
John's going to emerge from below, make his way back to where you guys are. Nothing like a wet kiss between vessel and voyage, just christen a ship. Hey, boys.
John, the ship's been running for years now.
Well, good.
Couldn't tell by how the crew did.
Well, don't get me wrong, Aegis, that's not exactly something that's common, but there will be some ass chewing, some counselings, maybe a lost hand or five, and we'll get that sorted out real quick. Thank you for your help regardless.
Zeth sticks his hands in the pockets of his kimono. Is losing hands common?
Well, if you're not going to use them and, the ship takes a beating because of it, I can't see a more fit punishment.
John taps his metal hand on his crutch.
Oh no! Zeth's eyes just go wide, and he goes pale.
And Seth, thank you for your assistance as well. You were invaluable.
Oh, I don't think I would have been if you hadn't caught me with that gust. I'm assuming that was you. And also the lightning bolt. I was on the top of the mast at that time, and you saved me from being fried, so thank you.
It's just par for the course. It comes with the territory.
I'm sorry about how we started out. I've talked to Honest John, and he's gonna get me some supplies so I can fix up that little nick that I left in the ship.
Oh, don't mind that. You just have to set a good foundation with new folks coming aboard. I did mean what I said. If you hurt my ship, I will absolutely murder you. But with that, a small nick is nothing, and I've got the tools myself to take care of it. It's what I do in my off time anyways.
Oh, I appreciate it, but my honor would demand that I amend my mistakes.
Well, at least let me teach you. Make sure you do it right.
Oh, yes, I will take you up on that. Maybe whenever we reach port, or if you have some free time. I know you're busy navigating.
Crest does all the hard work. I just kind of help her steer when things get a little rough.
Who? I don't think I've met that member of the crew.
The bound of water leaping across the deck. That's Crest. She's my elemental.
Oh, that's an I've never seen one before.
She's part of the ship now. And so her and the ship are almost one and the same.
The crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Just watch that.
I got the privilege of traveling on an airship once. They had a ring of fire, I believe.
Yeah.
Was that an elemental too?
Okay.
It would have been, yes.
Huh. Fascinating.
The artificers back home in Corvair, they really don't, they really pull out all the stops, I guess. The idea is to help with intercommunication, transportation, travel, the delivery of goods. A lot of it has done quite a bit of good. With the lightning rails becoming more and more obsolete, though, it kind of sets a precedent of how innovation changes, and some things get improved and other things are kind of lost to time.
What are lightning rails?
You know what a train is?
What's a train?
Have you ever seen a carriage that was hauling something behind it, like another carriage, for example, or supplies?
I've seen one carriage. I haven't seen multiple carriages, but I can imagine the picture, yes.
Well, imagine, if you will, a giant metallic beast powered by lightning itself, driving dozens and dozens of these carriages all at once, holding people and supplies and trade goods at lightning speeds across the continent. A journey that would take you by horse or by foot days, if not weeks, if not months, done in hours. It really is a phenomenal concept.
As you described the metal beast, as you said, Zeth is just imagining a giant warforged horse that's powered by lightning and pulling a bunch of carts behind it.
Close enough.
Wow. I knew that the artificers were amazing, but not that amazing. We don't have that back where I'm from.
Sonny wants to walk over to Aegis and be like, scratches the back of the head and thanks him for the help. Thanks for helping me, Aegis. I was struggling there during that storm.
Absolutely. Anything for a friend in need. Gotta say, though, I'm surprised you didn't turn into an ape. You would have handled that no problem.
I honestly didn't even think about it. But I promise I'll do better next time.
A little bit of a tangent, but jokingly, Aegis would want to ask John anyway, and this was kind of earlier in the conversation when he, used his metal hand and, hit his metal leg. Like, so John, what are you? You're half Warforged and half what else?
Well, a Warforged gave me these accoutrements a while ago, but I'm all flesh and blood besides that.
Very nice, very nice. Well, we're still closer than you might think, I guess.
Yes, I don't see it.
All right.
A crazy storm, eh?
Have you seen
Indeed.
this weather?
You guys come here often.
All right, you. So back to that rip current. Tyrion. Or anyways, you are just now The ship lurches forward as you hit an undercurrent, pulling you in toward Shargon's teeth.
Yeah, I don't think we're out of the woods yet.
There
Out of
aren't
the
any
frying
woods
pan
out
into
here.
the
This
fire.
is the ocean.
What?
Well, he said we aren't out of the woods yet, but is that a saying? There are no woods out here. This is the middle of the ocean.
Oh, for where I'm from, yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
You're entering Shargon's Teeth, the treacherous region in the Thunder Sea. You see towering rock formations and some capped with grass, some meeting at a point that you definitely don't want to find the end of. There's looking off to the sides, left or right, you can see some damaged and sunken vessels that didn't even make it through the entrance, as well as some, if you're looking close enough, some underwater reefs and even more sharp rocks. The crew has been through this before, though, on occasion or two. So,
Archie is going to yell out to the crew. We've all done this before. You know the drill. Let's get everything secured this time. No mishaps.
all right, I need someone in the crow's nest. Archie, I need you to give me a survival check for reading your currents. And
Oh no.
Figuring out a way.
18.
Okay.
Ah, Zeth, no.
So he
no.
starts hustling up the ladder to the crow's nest.
Okay, 18. Okay, that's good. You are kind of able to see as you're going through where this current is going to take you. It is weaving you between rocks and formations. Some are low, and you think it's going to be close, and almost hits the crow's nest a few times. You better duck, Sonny.
I pop my head back into my turtle shell.
Okay, and then give me that perception check now that you've reached the top.
Nice.
Okay, good. You are able to spot the waves as well, but from up here you can see the curve they're going to take, and if there's any submerged rocks along the way, or anything of that nature.
I holler down to Archie, turn left, right.
Archie gives a reassuring nod and just begins absolutely hauling that wheel.
Okay, go ahead and give me your vehicle proficiency check again. That was your wisdom plus proficiency.
Yep, 21.
Awesome. You are able to make that corner and then bring it back around to the right. You're on a straightaway now. The the current is making you pick up speed, which there's a curve up ahead. So, you need to decide what to do with the sails and how to approach that curve.
Is there a grappling hook or harpoon of some kind on board? Can we Pirates of the Caribbean this thing?
There's an anchor.
Yep. Derek, do you want me calling that out, or?
When to do it?
Yeah.
You can, but I'll have whoever's throw and roll for it.
Okay.
Are we trying to hook it around the rock or just throw it down and hope it catches?
Like hook it around the rock and use it to help us make that turn.
Make the turn. Okay.
Right.
Let's see. Whoever wants to throw it, I guess. Did you do a thrown weapon? Like an attack
if any
roll?
of us were strong enough, it'd definitely be Aegis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to make it athletics.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, just give me an athletics check.
if Aegis wants to, I'm gonna call. Hey, Aegis, I need your help.
Certainly. And then I guess you'll toss me that that hook or whatever. I'll just
Oh, it's
eat
the
it.
actual anchor from the sound of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought we were throwing something else. That's what's like. I don't want to steal your thunder, but okay, sure. I will throw an anchor. Yeah. Here
Aegis, stand by to throw the anchor, and Zath, stand by to cut the line.
Ooh. Yes.
Well, I threw it.
Do that.
Ooh, you sure did.
Nat 20. He picks it up and just is like, oh, like this, and hurls it.
Jesus.
Too far?
As Aegis definitely hurls it, it wedges itself between a crevice in the rock face, and you can hear the rope begin to unfurl as it pulls taut. You are going to go ahead and make that turn for me. Give me another vehicle check.
All right. 13.
Ooh, okay. That was close. That's close. Oh, that was so close.
Close, good or bad? Because I can add to that.
I think you're going to need to add to that. Yeah.
All right. Let me read through and make sure I got this right.
You so while you read, as you begin to make the turn, all your knowledge and your connection to Crest tell you that it's not tight enough. You're gonna have to do something to make this turn just that much more sharp.
I'm going to use Windwright's intuition and add a D4 to the check.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
Awesome.
For a 4
do
that
ya.
brings my total to 17.
17. Yeah, perfect. So, what are you doing to add that for?
Seeing that they're just not quite going to make it, rather than try and navigate it from the actual side of the ship itself, Archie is going to run kind of like right here to where the steps are and cast Gust of Wind in the sails to try and give them that little bit of oomph they need to push them back over.
Nice.
Okay. And then, if there's any, I don't know if you have any elemental magic, Sunny, but you can help him out if you want to.
Sonny's not paying attention.
Sonny's trying to hang on for dear life.
He's again just a turtle attached to a rope, flying around. Okay, well that's enough. With that course correction on the sails, you are able to make that turn but the sides of the ship, that outermost part that jets out on the elemental components, does scrape the rocks a little bit. You just get this, like, hear this sickening scraping sound, and you're gonna want to check that later. But it stays
Archie,
intact, and the
Archie recoils from pain.
yeah, it doesn't seem to waver on the line at all. So, let's see. That's, I think, 3 successes and 1 failure.
Zeth is on standby to cut the chain.
As we make the turn, even though Archie's clearly in pain and he's kind of clutching his shoulder and taking a knee, he'll look back at you, Zeth, and cut it!
And at that, Zeth sees the chain whipping by in front of him, or being pulled tight now. Takes his katana out. Yes. And he is going to go into stance for this moment of truth. I can't wait. I've been waiting so long to roll this.
Don't roll in that one.
Where is it?
Aha!
There's a 27 hit.
Jeez. Wait, that's damage? Isn't it a 12?
No. So with Zeth's stance and with Elven accuracy, I have advantage on all my attacks, and I roll 3d20 every time I attack.
Oh, cool.
It's awesome.
A 27 hits. So, you see Zeth go into the mode of a totally different person, and as his sword leaves its sheath, the chain just snaps, and before you know it, his sword is back in his sheath. And if you weren't paying attention, you definitely missed the strike that sawed through that chain like butter. As it does, the ship almost drifts across the surface into the turn, or through the turn rather, and leaving the chain behind. You're now let's see, that's 4. Yeah, we're good. I think we're good with that. You're now in a an area that is normally calm, but that current's still pulling you a little ways further, and up ahead, it looks like there had been a rock that collapsed on the right side, and you kind of see like a waterfall kind of coming over it. So you have no choice but to go to the left.
Sonny yells to Archie, collapse rocks on the right, turn left.
Archie will kind of snap out of the pain and begin to maneuver the wheel again.
Yeah, as a piece of hair falls off onto your shoulder. What did you say, Sonny?
I said, collapse rock on the right. We need to turn left.
Okay. This is a slight turn. It's not going to be anything too difficult for you to make. As you get there, the rip tide, or the rip current, starts to slow down just to more calm waters. And you can make this turn with no problem.
Archie will probably call for Honest John to get a new anchor fastened for the. I'm assuming that was the rear right side.
Correct. Yeah, I was imagining you were turning right.
That would be starboard. Starboard stern? Question mark? Or just starboard?
Starboard is right.
Yeah.
So
The other
yeah. Port.
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 The easiest way to remember that, Zach, left and port both have 4 letters.
Oh, that's helpful. Zeth did not know that. Zeth had it both written on his palms, but they have since worn off, and he now can't tell which side is which.
The captain appears. I heard scraping. Where's it at?
Don't worry, I felt it. Good enough for all of us.
Oh, how's
Port side,
she doing?
Captain.
Oh, okay. He goes to begin inspecting the damage. Oh, no. It's good. It's not too bad. We can replace this panel easy. As you round the corner, you come into this area with high walls on either side of you and curtains of moss and grass growing. Almost like an eerie calm has set over the area. You feel like something is ahead or coming. Just then Captain looks around and says, "Oh, well, this is not good. This area is known for attacks and ambushes."
Everyone should put their tokens on the map.
Kind of attacks, I may ask.
Ambush attacks kind of come without warning. Just then, from the starboard side, a wave blows over the ship of like a force almost, and it causes the engine to momentarily dampen and begin to stop.
Captain, that doesn't seem very good.
Nope.
Does anyone see that? And he points to the wreckage.
What about it? As Archie begins frantically running back and forth.
I notice anything about it in particular?
It's just a pile of dead bones.
Xandros comes up and it got quiet.
Sonny wants to scout the coastlines or the tree lines.
The ridges of the grass and moss. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception.
Derek, how we doing on recording time?
We're good. We're right about
Actually,
an
went
hour.
through that really quick. Oh, cool.
Yeah, this has felt pretty good.
Awesome, Sunny.
Nice.
Okay.
This has been really fun.
From this height, Sunny, you think, and with that check, you can kind of see that this foliage doesn't look, it almost doesn't look like it's naturally grown here. It looks placed.
Like Dungeon Draft.
And you can
Captain,
see
these foliages don't look natural. I'm very suspicious.
Oh, darn it.
just then the foliage drops.
Oh, snap.
Seeing the lightning gate ahead of us, Archie is just going to yell, "Drop anchors!"
Yeah, as soon as the foliage drops, the lightning sparks across the canyon in front of and behind you. You haven't really been moving this time since that anti-magic wave hit you.
Oh, okay.
So you're pretty much listed to a stop anyways.
Sorry, I thought we were still rolling at least. And Derek, I can see you adding folks. Just for your own knowledge as a DM, if you put those tokens on the GM layer ahead of time, you can quick select all of them and then send them to the token layer.
Okay, yeah. No, I quick select. Just drag
like you
across.
click and drag over them, and then you'll right click.
Yeah,
and then you'll have the
that's
character
what I've been
option to
doing.
send to front.
It's not picking everybody up. Oh, yeah, it did. There we go. Okay. Apologies. So, you, the lightning stretches across the canyon, breaking, cutting off your path. And you can see after the curtain falls, the goblin ships on the other side and goblins along the walkways above you, and another ship across the way.
Goblins ahead, Archie.
Of course.
I see them.
Derek, you outdid yourself with this map.
Took forever. I really, really tried.
It looks pretty good.
Thank you.
Are those walkways on the water or above the water?
They are above water, so they were up like in the tree line. They're like closer to crow's nest height, if not higher. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm enjoying the cool map. That's a big cannon.
It is. That is what hit you with an anti-magic wave. You hear on across the way, across the chasm. I don't know where this voice is going to come from, but it's just going to be on the fly.
Thought we were on the water.
On the water. All right, just hand over the blue boy and the artifacts and we'll let you go. Don't bother trying to deny it. I know he's there.
Which one is saying that?
If you're looking across the way, you can see a taller red goblin. Who
you ping him?
looks kind of, well, yeah, he's this guy. Actually, not that guy. I mean, it is that guy, but he's supposed to be right here. Oh, hold on, I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry.
Thank you. There we go.
Why can't I grab him?
Range on that.
Hold on, before you try any funny business, why can't I grab this stupid token?
Are you on the right layer?
I'm on the layer. Token
Is
layer.
he on map? Is he on map or token?
He should be on... Did I move him to map on accident? I moved him all to map on accident. Hold, please.
I remember my first time using Roll20.
Well, I was putting
I will
him
be right.
on the map layer, that's why.
While Derek sorts this out, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Would now be a good time for a restroom break?
We're about to just do a session break. So
Okay.
you can
Okay,
hold it
never
for
mind.
2
I
more
shall wait.
seconds.
1.
Okay, this guy in the
2.
chair.
Wets himself.
Okay. Yeah, so you see a tall red hobgoblin. Or,
My thoughts exactly, Zeth.
Oh,
looks
that's
like that.
awesome!
Outstanding, Derek.
Good job, guys.
Well, I would like to
Who
see
made
it too.
these?
Zach, of course.
Good job, Zach.
Hey, can I see the bird from where we're at?
Why can't I see it? I need to show the stream.
Just
it
go
up.
to it. Not for him. So go to handouts and then click the handout for yourself instead of click show to players.
I just dragged it over and it's not working.
Click on it. There, so go to your handouts and then just click the.
Oh, I've got a beep for this. Hold on.
That one worked. That's so weird.
I can add it in post, Eric.
Okay, fine. That's annoying.
What about for like the other people? Will it let you?
What?
The other handouts.
There.
If you click those, will it show up?
Yeah, like all the other handouts are showing up that I've made. But it won't even let me edit this one.
Great.
Did you assign it to one of us by mistake?
Maybe. Oh, I might have
It
assigned it to
wasn't unassigned to
myself.
me.
You should always be able to edit it as the
Hey,
DM.
we can add it in post.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh,
All right,
But
insert cool
here.
picture here and cut out all the last 5 minutes.
I summon Pot of Greed.
And that too. Okay, Lee, you were trying to do a thing and interrupt my speech like always.
Can I see his stupid bird?
Yes, sure.
I'm gonna fucking shoot it.
Go for it.
I have a question for you. Can I stand here? Like on this?
No. No, he made that as
Alright.
compact as possible. So
Okay.
there's not really there's room to work, but he has to like connect himself to rigging and stuff. So yeah, it's not really like you could just free hang there kind of thing.
Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna do it. You guys see Archie dive off the ship before yelling, Sandros, get to cover! And he's gonna shoot at the bird. He's literally just gonna jump off the ship to make distance. Oh, where are my actions? Oh, I'm rolling this. Hold on. Disadvantage.
As you're doing that,
Oh, whoops.
oh, the captain goes, oh boy, and he goes up to the helm and pulls a lever, and the middle section of your ship, that is just above water level, opens up to reveal a garage. And
I have something for this.
you see these 6 units come out, and he says, we got skimmers for who needs them. Everyone to battle stations. And we'll go ahead and save your roll, Archie. Oh,
I
you
gotta
did it
roll one more.
already.
Hold on. That doesn't help. I got a 12.
A 12, and you were aiming at his bird.
Yeah. I had to roll at disadvantage because I was out of range.
Yeah. Zach, what kind of bird is it?
It looks like a raven.
It's a raven.
It's a raven.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to have very high AC. But you are far away.
Hold on. Can I find the stat block?
I'm sure it's like
12.
8. It's 12.
Let's go! Yeah! Since by sheer happenstance I know bird, I'm gonna dive off the ship, squawk at it, and fucking shoot it.
That's funny. I like where you're going with this, but the red captain does not, and he grabs the nearest goblin by the head and just shoves it up in the way of your bullet.
There's my damage, Derek.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, that goblin got headshot.
Shot a goblin in the face. I have a swim speed, by the way. I won't drown, I promise.
Okay.
Let's see. I was standing here.
Oh, no.
I can get to there.
How do you turn off the light layer? God dang it.
Oh, all right. Let's take the break.
Control plus.
I draw a pot of greed and make 3 additional attacks.
Oh, never mind. There we go. There we go.
God, that's even funnier than I thought it would be.
Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll pick up with the battle when we get back. We're
I'm gonna go use the map.
yeah, a little bit longer than I thought we'd be on this, but not doing too bad.
Nice.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Please drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the next session as we continue Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign.